Poetry.
Hey everybody, when I say poetry, you say out loud. Poetry.
Out loud.
Poetry.
Out loud.
This week at Teens with a Purpose, we partner with Poetry Out Loud and Lighthouse Studio. I was on the film crew and I worked closely with Miss Rachel. And Miss Rachel, she taught us through Zoom, and the first week she taught us the different elements of the camera. She taught us how to use the sound equipment and things of that nature. She basically taught us all of the different things that we needed to know for production. Reggie, he makes poetry fun and interesting, interacting. You know, here at Teens with the Purpose, we do a lot of spoken word poetry, and I'm really not a poet, but I do love writing. And Reggie, he makes me want to do it. He makes it really fun and interesting. My favorite thing this week that stood out was the different icebreakers that he taught us. He taught us, like, when you're reciting a poem, to sometimes if you need help memorizing a poem, to do different movements so that you can memorize the poem.
I will take a line from the poem. I'm going to whisper a line from the poem. I'm going to shout the poem. And I'm going to sing that line from the poem. I know what my heart is like since your love died. I know what my heart is like since your love died. I know what my heart is like since your love died.
Encore.
Well, let's give it up for Robin.
My name is Robin Johnson. I'm reciting Ebb by Edna St. Vincent Millay. I know what my love is like. Wait, I know.
You got it.
I know what my heart is like since your love died. I know what my heart is like since your love died. Ah.
You got it.
You gonna sing it as a country?
Gospel.
Do you want us to start a clock?
Yes.
All right.
No.
It's too high pitch beat. Yes. Just like Izzy. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. I know what my heart is like since your love died.
What?
Throughout the week, I felt like when Reggie first came, they was a little shy, nervous, because they didn't know him. They was very excited for it. Throughout the week, they got more comfortable into their poetry. I see the difference in the way that they recite their poems, you know. They're not as nervous or shaken. They're more open and ready to recite the poetry.
Hi, my name is Izzy Powell, and I am doing Pinocchio by Ray Armentrout. Strand, string, in a stream, the paths cross and cross again. They're spelling a real boy out of repetition. Each one is the real one. Oh, wait, no.
Hi, my name is Robin Johnson. I will be reciting That's My Heart Right There by Willie Perdomo. We used to say, that's my heart right there.
Hello, my name is Asia, and I'm going to be reciting the poem Future Memories by Mario Melendez. My sister woke me very early that morning and told me, "Get up, you have to come see. The ocean's filled with stars."
Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice.
Are you ready for your first poet?
Hello everyone, my name is Robin Johnson Adgerson. I will be reciting Ebb by Edna St. Vincent Millay. I know what my heart is like.
Since your love died, it is like a hollow ledge.
Holding a little pool left there by the tide.
A little tepid pool drying inward from the edge.
That's My Heart Right There by Willie Perdomo. We used to say, that's my heart right there, as if to say, don't mess with her right there. As if, don't even play, that's a part of me right there. In other words, okay, that's the start of me right there. As if, come that day, that's the end of me right there. As if, push come to shove, I would fend for her right there. As if, come what may, I would lie for her right there. As if, come love to pay, I would die for her right there.
Let's give it up for Robin.
This is Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Some say the world will end in fire. Some say in ice. For what I've tasted of desire, I hold with those who favor fire. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of hate to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice.
This is Future Memories by Mario Melendez. My sister woke me very early that morning and told me, "Get up, you have to come see this. The ocean's filled with stars." Delighted by the revelation, I dressed quickly and thought, if the ocean's filled with stars, I must take the first flight and collect all the fish from the sky.
Hi. So I will be doing Pinocchio by Ray Armantrout. Strand. String. In the stream, the past cross and cross again. They're spelling real boy out of repetition. Each one is the one real boy. Each one knows that he must be wrong about this, but he can't feel how. The fish and the fisherman, the pilot, the princess, the fireman, and the ones on fire.
Poetry Out Loud 2020!
Y'all, let's give yourself a big warm round of applause. I just wanted to ask you before I have the judges speak, what did it take for you to memorize those poems in less than 3 days?
Yeah, it took me to write it down. I have to write it to see it and then reread it over and over again. Whenever I get the chance, while I'm eating, say it, read it. While I'm getting ready, say it, eat it. When I'm here at camp during free time, say it, read it.
So let's start with Robin, and you could talk about the Ebb performance and then the second poem performance.
Okay, I'll start. I felt like your stage presence was strong. Like I can see you centering yourself. And that's something that a poet needs to do in order to get comfortable. You didn't rush it, you didn't go right through with the poem. You just centered yourself before you started.
Something that really stuck out to me for you was your was the body language that you used. Although it was subtle, it was like perfect for the overall feel of the piece.
Let's give it up for Deirdre.
You have a real, you're quiet, and I can tell that in your performance, but you also have a strength about you. So I really enjoyed looking at you and watching you perform.
Deidre, I don't know if anybody's told you this before, to kind of add on to the presence that you give. You have a lot of power in your eye contact. Like when I see you like fixed on something, I was like, ooh, yeah, that's it right there. I was like, that's it. So what I was looking for, because you had that part down packed, like your presence on stage, it was like one I wanted a little bit more volume from you, you know, and just a little bit more emotion.
We got Asia. Let's give it up for Asia.
Great job, Asia. First and foremost, nice delivery. You're on the opposite spectrum of Deirdre, where you have like a softness about you. Like your approach is very gentle, but it's also welcoming. Like you pull the audience in. I felt like your delivery was nice. It felt believable.
One thing that I did notice, and you stopped in the middle of like you kind of came out of it, but you was doing the thing like with your hands, like it was a kind of closed stance, and you can tell like in the middle of the piece you got comfortable in it because your whole body went like, and it opened up, you know. So just as Shauna was asking like to do that like with your voice and energy, it was like your body language was doing it. So it was like you were on the way to opening up. So just encourage you to like whatever it is, that shift that happened in your mind, like when you went from this to like this, I encourage you just to try to like tap into that, like even before you like hop on stage. So when you get up there, you're already in your power stance, and you know for sure that what you have is that powerful. And like, yes, if you ever question, yeah, it's true, you're dope like that. So don't ever forget that, you know, and just make it like, I hope that you make it a practice to like how you stand to really reflect like all the light and all the energy that you have. So.
All right. Next up, we got Izzy. Woo!
Woo! Okay.
Yeah, the pace was a little bit fast, but just from conversation and just watching you like throughout this process, like the amount that you've grown,
yes,
from even before like this whole thing started, it's crazy. Especially in your body language, you looked very comfortable on stage, and that was probably the most dynamic emotion that I experienced in that poem, like from today's session.
The whole experience has been amazing, from the littlest things to, you know, watching y'all do sound checks to learning the technology. I'm so very proud of everyone and so grateful that it came to our little house called Teens with a Purpose.
I think that there's so much more that we could explore, but I'm hoping that they will do poetry out loud in their own school.
1, 2, 3.
Having the opportunity to help young people refine their voice is everything.
Thank you, Poetry Out Loud and Lighthouse Studio.
Go Asia!